Thank you very much, Saptiu. First of all, let me, start by saying really nice blessing for Les Salon be counted among the 24 nations we get for participate inside the 33rd edition of the African Cup of Nations. I mean, all over Africa, now 24 countries are able to make them. And this now we on third time this. Remember, I mentioned this now the 33rd edition of the tournament. And only 3 we don't did it. This now we third time. And this third time, it come really as a blessing in the sense that the last time we've been did it now been 1996. The first time we qualify now been 1994. The second time now been 1996. Since that 10 day, which is a little over 25 years now, will not be able for make them. But it's a blessing that Sierra Leone finally able to make them to the African Cup of Nations after this long wait. So every Sierra Leonean, both home and abroad, should be very, very proud, about this because for the sit down they watch African Cup of Nations they play, you need to see Salone flag day, you need to play Salone national anthem. But this time around, we're so proud, for say this edition, the Sierra Leone, the green, white, and blue is going to be flown at the tournament, and with national anthem, it's going to be played at the tournament, not once, not twice, at least 3 times, because now 3 matches are going for play inside the group stage. Oh. And yes, and obviously if we succeed, we'll cross to the next round of 16, and then, we continue to make progress, as we go on.
To make questions, it's over 20 years we don't wait, and this time don't come, we don't qualify, we take part now.
Yeah.
I believe say the excitement, the momentum, the wait now the preparation so far, especially on qualification and preparation of the team.
Okay, going into the tournament.
Currently.
Yes, so basically, when we've been qualified, the last match we've been playing have been Guinea. It was against Benin, not against Guinea, but inside Guinea we played that match day. And then we got a goal. We needed a win. And indeed, we'll get to that win, they will qualify. And then we said, yes, we don't qualify. I believe you know exactly what will be happening all around the country. The country will literally turn over in a very positive way, by way of celebrating that qualification day. And then we said to ourselves, we don't qualify. For qualifying at one, but also we get for go to the tournament. We not just want for go the, for the flyer or the ambience or the picnic reasons or for just go enjoy or what have you. Basically, we want for go there for go compete, for go register Salone name in a very firm way. And then we said we have to really put ourselves together, So both technically and administratively, we don't need prepare ourselves. What thing we do as a football federation, the first thing, we line up several friendly matches because you cannot go into a tournament without being tested. With determination at that point now for make sure, say, Leone Stars, Sierra Leone goes to the African Cup of Nations as a battle-tested side. So indeed, the first friendly match we'll play, it was against Ethiopia, and then we'll play 3 friendly matches also inside Morocco. So we'll play against Morocco, we'll play against the Gambia. In fact, we win. That was a very, very successful outing inside Morocco. And then we came back, we said, no, we need to play more friendlies. We traveled to Turkey and play against Comoros. The Comoros match, we lost them by 2-0. But guess what? Now that particular match, they now really make the technical team know, say, we still have a lot to do. Because these are the essence of playing friendly matches. For let you test your team. For let you know whose side is strength day. Let you know whose side is weakness day. Let you know whose side you need to adjust yourself going into the tournament. Because if you don't know, you will go there blindly. And then when you go begin to correct your mistakes, it's bad to correct your mistakes at the tournament. Let them correct your mistakes. Now, friendly matches, you fix things before you go to the tournament. That was exactly what happened. And from administrative point of view, we don't recruit a lot of staff them. We don't bring in technical support staff for can support because we get the main technical team of the national team headed by, John Kister. And then we brought in veteran players that we don't do a lot in terms of football and Salone players. And we're also technically minded, then Kemokai Kalong, then Junior Tumbu. We bring them also for can they around, by way of mentoring the boys, by way of supporting this technical team. This is why we refer to them as technical support staff. And they've been doing extremely well, all in the name of trying to put the team in a better, structured way. And as we speak, about 99% of the players in the inside Salone right now.
Okay, because that's more bring me to the question.
Yes.
Say on Wednesday,
Yes.
they travel, right?
Correct.
So all the players are now presently in at home.
Yes, the only player we left inside Cameroon now they get for midweek, and they can on the 4th. Now they get for arrive inside Cameroon. Obviously in the wait for it, because we get another team also where they go beforehand for go set the ground, basically make sure say the hotels and everything they in place before the team actually arrive. Because CAF they begin for take care of the teams, especially we, on the 6th. So we have to be sure that, we work in line with that particular time in this. So yes, in fact, Stephen Coker arrived last night, and he did with the team right now at the Seka Stephen Stadium, decided they get a training session this morning. So basically, we don't put ourselves together. In terms of preparing for then kind tournaments there, you can never boast of having prepared 100%. You understand? Until the last day before you play the match, because our first match get for be against Algeria on the 11th. Until the last day before you play the match, you still have a lot more to do. You understand? For fix things, so go, appear inside Cameroon in a better way.
So the 28-man list don't come out.
Correct.
And this don't bring a lot of view from different people.
Yep.
Now you say all them people are 99% of them they in town.
Correct.
Then they in town, then there are someone like a camp.
Correct.
Or wait night situation, or they can come meet any morning, because we know say normally they can say where the preparation they go on, footballers should be to themselves, and for the side where they focus their attention all good day on the tournament where they go play. Then they want a Tonya. Is it that all they as one at this particular time or waiting?
Yes, then they as one. Then they together, we camped in Golden Tulip, outside them they call Kimbima. Now they didn't camp, and they don't camp there now for close to a month, basically. And all the foreign-based players, as they come, they check in at the hotel there. So yes, they camp together, and even Stephen Coker, we came yesterday, the former Tottenham and former Liverpool player. Obviously, we don't play for England as well. He scored 1 goal for England. But then recently, we don't get to switch successfully. We don't be granted eligibility for him for able to play for Salone. We obviously Naya and in route. So he's arrived last night. He don't join the team now camp and they train now. So yes, for answer your question straight, we camp them together for able for focus. And the way you put your question yourself, like somebody to follow football very closely. Yes, because we need that, because you need them to actually be focused, on waiting the coaches that they tell them, let them get their mindsets, really directed to the task ahead of them. Because like I mentioned earlier on, yes, we don't qualify. We don't dance plenty. But I know not enough. As a matter of fact, the 2 occasions we don't go inside the Afcon previously, when have been 1994 and 1996, we were eliminated in the first group, in the group stage. So this now one of who targets them. This time around, we shouldn't be eliminated in the group stage. At least we will cross the group stage, and then we think about moving to another level. Coaches them, technically, that's how they look at things. If you ask a coach if they go win the cup, he can never tell you that. He said, my first target, first of all, and for make them out of the group stage. And then he tell you, say, now I did to the next round of 16. I will cross the round of 16, something like that. You get you target them, step after step, basically. So then are we on main targets than for now for make them out of the group stage.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We will bring this first edition of the program come to you inside this new year 2022 period. Main as up to you, Kalon.
My name is Usman Kamara.
Well, now we come over to Ibrahim Kamara, Head of Media and Marketing at the Salon Football Association. As they are for talk about the preparation so far. As we all know, say Salon don't qualify for take part in the Africa Cup of Nations. We go be in Cameroon inside January this year. You don't talk about all the players them. You say 99% of them there, and right now they're only one side. Will not the goal in Tulip for ensure see them prepare their mind and everything for just the on the Afcon where Salon get for go play in Cameroon. Another important aspect of this whole game now the traveling process in terms of supporters, government official, and the team there. So look at that area there.
And very key. Thank you very much. And a very good question, Andy, because we go to a foreign country, so we have to understand very clearly what obtains basically in terms of the logistical arrangements for everybody we get for the day. Now, in terms of the technical team and the players, we're not a technical delegation. they under CAF directly. Now CAF can for take responsibility of that, which is even why I mentioned earlier on, say from the 6th right on to, the term we'll get for, come on at the tournament or whatever stage we'll get for able for reach at the end of the day. And then you have another delegation we get for go under the tour package. We get this Afcon tour package where basically we set up for fans them. And then we get Sports Plus, we bring in as consultants basically for handle that particular tour package for we. So now this tour package, now they cater for fans them. Fans they pay and pay for certain packages because you get the least package, you get the middle, you get the highest. Sports Plus can able for explain this best, But the point why they try for making that whoever goes through the top package will be entitled to flights, accommodation. That means you directly under the Sierra Leone Football Association through this tour package. You're entitled to the official team jersey as well. The bus we get for the take you from hotel to the stadium every day and back to the hotel. You tickets and at the gate. You don't get nothing for worry about. For just go, you relax when it's time to go watch a match. Then inform the. We're now already at the hotel, say it's time to go watch, come join the bus and things like that. So whoever comes there out of this tour package, they're under the responsibility of, we don't cover you as a football federation. We have to make this really clearly. Because let people not go there tomorrow, something go up and they say, hey, SLFA. No. We know they get hands on now. We know they get control over now. We know they get, we're not able to take care of now. We know they go out of the tour package. And this is not to intimidate anybody. This is not to say don't go there out of the top package. Because some people, they're strong financially enough for able for cut tickets for themselves, go find hotel for themselves, reach, you get, match ticket for yourself, you go watch game, you catch your cab, you understand, or if you're in a motor car, you rent out, you go back to the hotel also, you rent. It's okay. But just know that if anything go wrong, this is not what we're wishing for. You understand that, they under SLFA. It is, you can only be, we're only able to take care of you if you go under the top package, because this is what we've structured, in such a way that we're able to control things, for make sure, say, people where they go, be safe and come back safe. So This is how it is going to happen.
All right.
Now, for the Minister of Sports, the President of the FA, because, the whole setup is going to look like this. CAF don't put on, because of the COVID situation, the technical team and the players, they go for the inside waiting they refer to as a bubble zone. This is because they don't want for letting go to interact with other people outside. And it's not like the qualifiers where will be they do COVID tests for the players before they go play each match. This one, when you do COVID tests, you arrive, that's it.
So looking at the traveling on different people they take part, we get different stakeholders, we get government, official supporter,
Correct.
and the player and technical
Correct.
team. In the first travel process, the team that the player them now with who that they go with? Because I believe say because of arrangements and other things, maybe not to everybody go at a go.
You're
There's
right.
going to be a first batch.
You're right, definitely. So the first batch now the technical team and the players, then are the core people and really we're concerned when it comes to the match proper. So like the coach and the technical staff, the media team obviously, because we have to be there for make sure say we update with people and back home, with regards everything where they happen, and the players.
So the technical team make up of almost people exactly.
We're talking about 17 and 17 because of the technical support staff. We're now up to 5 of them, and plus the media as well. We constitute up to at least 2 people. Plus a few others. Really, you get the welfare officer. And we just recently don't recruit a physiotherapist. Obviously, we get for serve the team. Is highly needed, especially in a tournament. We're not get for the provide therapy. Physical physiotherapy to the players. As the tournaments get for the progress. He's a Belgian. He's got a wealth of experience when it comes to that. And this all now for just make sure say we put ourselves together, prevent we players them from injuries. The one way they pick up light knocks for able to recover really fast for get back to the game, because as a country we're not really blessed for get that kind number of players like in Nigeria or other countries. So this is what we're doing.
28 player then I
Correct.
get for go.
Correct.
You know, for the benefit of the public, who are them people there?
Okay, so first of all, before I call the list, that 28th day, CAF GUI, CAF says it's 23, but then give you the latitude for able to add 5 more. But then they take care of the 23 players. I think I've been mentioning that in one of the interviews everyone have been getting with me. Then it's also important to mention it again. 23, but then if you want to add 5 more, you can add 5 more. You know, for dinner, the safer side, you never know until the player get for pick up or knock or
Extra.
the COVID situation and things like that. So the 5 extra now, we as a nation, they take care of them. So let's just run through the list of the 28-man squad real quick. For the goalkeepers, you get Mohamed N. Kamara, you get Ibrahim Cissé, you get Isaac Coker. For the defenders, you get... sorry, I just struggled with my phone. Okay, for the defenders, you get Usman J. Kake, you get Kelvin K. Wright, you get Stephen Coker, you get David J.D. Cissé, you get Omaru Zengeli Bangura, you get Daniel J.T. Francis, you get Saido Mansare. For the midfielders, you get Abu Dumbuya, Saidu B. Kamara, Kwame Kui, Saidu Fofana, Prince Barry, Issa Kalong, Idris S. Kano, Al-Hassan Koroma, one of the twins. And for the forwards, you get Kai Kamara, Mohamed B. Toure, Suleiman Kai. You get Alhaji. You get Alhaji. You get Alhaji Kamara, we then can call Andriano. You get Mustafa Bundu. You get Augustine Williams, and then you get Musa N. Kamara. We then can call Musa. Okay, I left out 2 midfielders. We are John B. Kamara, John Bankole Kamara, and then Mohamed Kamara. We then can call Mohamed Medo Kamara. So these are the list of 28 man where the technical team headed by John Kista don't put together.
All right, so waiting like some of the team them way, you know, when I look at for player to be part of the national team.
Okay, this is purely technical, really. First of all, not a fitness. You know, if you're talking about how them players make them to this list of 28 man. Okay, so now the fitness basically, and this is purely technical, just like I say. It's based on the assessment of the coaches with regards, you know, how the players they fare on, you know, how they do now, then clubs them, and then when they don't calm down, the technical team not just rely on you know how then they perform and then clubs them, but also how they look at them in terms of training, in terms of fitness as well. This is why we get you know the medical people then for assess the fitness of the players. Recently they just don't do an assessment basically for declare them fit, which is a requirement by CAF regulations. So yes, I mean all of them things they are really 90 coaches that they look at, you know, from a technical point of view, you know, able for putting the list together.
So the 5 players that we mentioned when are extra now. Other team not in 5 players, then they will get for take part in this tournament.
Okay, so it's not like we have say A, B, and C now the 5 way they come. We
So
just
I
took
go
a
like-
decision. We just took a decision to say instead of 23, let us make it 28. You
So
understand?
the 5 they will not get there yet.
No, then I make we
So
get
who that's not
28
them?
now. So this is what I'm saying. It's not like we don't get 23 and then we say Abu Hassan this that when I can't make the 28. No, we just before we select, we decide say instead of 23, let us make it 28. It's not like we don't take 23 first and then go take 5 for can't add. You see the point I'm trying to make? So it's 28 really.
So in 28, you talk
Yeah.
about 28,
Yes.
which means 28 representative of player then.
Correct.
So then 5 then they, who that na them? Is it that they not pack up it to the team or waiting?
Okay, and then they're part of the team now.
Uh-huh.
So the point why I try for making it that it's not like we don't get 23 first and go back for go pick 5 for car adder. No, before we begin for select the first person, we took a decision that we're going to get 28. So we took 28.
Okay.
So there's no 23 and then separate 5. You see the point I'm trying to make?
Okay.
It's 28.
All right.
That's it.
So waiting at the role of FA for putting this list together. The FA get any role?
Like we all roll?
Yeah.
Okay, the role what they play now for just put the technical team together. 100% then they fall within the purview of the technical team headed by the coach. It is their responsibility. We're not going to no role in that. We're going to just make sure we provide them with the enabling environment we they need in terms of doing their job, in terms of bringing these players. We need Stephen Coker. We need Issa Kalong. It's our responsibility now to ensure that Stephen Coker comes down to join the team. You understand? But how they look at these players, how they select them, I am not as technical as the coaches. My own technicality now, but just watch the match and maybe able to do some analysis, you understand? But then, and like I mentioned in the last interview, they've got these technical eyes to look at the players. Yeah, this is why, I want to use this medium for really appeal to Sierra Leoneans and let we throw with support behind these coaches. Now then, we don't try plenty foreign coaches. Okay. I mean, Olaf Martin, Johnny McKinstry, and a lot. They're not able to succeed. No disrespect to them. They're not able to succeed for qualify we. And then we said, let us try we own Sierra Leonean brothers. And this technical team in question is 100% Sierra Leonean.
So now
they're able for can qualify we. You understand? So if they don't put together this list, we have to support them, and ensure basically we'll be able to get the success we'll require so much inside the
support of this game of Sierra Leone and the important because now foreign land we go play.
Correct.
People need to see the presence of the Sierra Leonean people, the hyping. Correct. And the momentum. For supporter they we want take parts. Die-hearted fans them we Leone Stars fan them we wait now the procedure for letting take part in this whole process because I not see the game go play in Cameroon. Not just of other people and consider as the elite team take part. Maybe that genuine Sierra Leone we get love and passion for football not able to go.
Yeah, so the one of the arrangements that will put in place for ease some of them constraints there are because it's really tough. Just imagine, first of all, would they go play inside Cameroon, a foreign land, and then take the COVID situation into consideration. Normal traveling safe, apart from tournament business, it's tough, basically. Okay. I know we'll say now when it comes to competition, but one of the things that we'll put in place for ensure, all of them concerns there be eased. Now, this tour package.
Still inside the studios, we get Ibrahim Kamara, head of media and marketing, now SLFA, as they talk about the preparation we. The carry on as Salone, they go Cameroon anytime from now. Now, Ibrahim, people concerned again about the jersey them we supported and get forward during this game. Because we see the president may launch one and we see the chief minister self may launch other one. So, what's one of the official one we supported and get forward?
Okay, so definitely with the president. His Excellency Brigadier Retired Julius Madabio being launched. We carry the Umbro logo and the SLFA logo on them. I mean, for those they watch me, thank God, Good Morning Salon, they live on Facebook. I mean, thankfully. So for those they see me right now, they see how they put on the blue one. And we've got the green color, we've got the white. So basically the green are the home color, the blue are the away, and then the white are the third kit. So, so now then 3 sets of colors there are the official jerseys. We get the Umbro logo, and then you get the SLFA logo on them. I mean, it's a good question because we see plenty jerseys and all over the place. All money claims this is not the Afcon jersey, this is not the Afcon, unfortunately, because I mean I don't see that happening in any other country.
So is it a must say that this supporter and other people will get to take part for way?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. I mean, I have to hastily say that it's not because when they stop, when they tell you, see, nowhere it is not this is for well, nowhere not for well. But I mean, a supporter and a fan, a true one of Leone Star, you will let for well waiting the players and get for well inside the game on that day. Na Cameroon, you don't want to be in something way different from waiting Kai Kamara get for well and play against Algeria, for example. At the end, it will make sense. So we're not here to say no wear this will not buy that deal. No, I will never say that. But I will encourage you for say this is the official one. If you want for wear waiting Kai Kamara get for wear against Algeria, go for it.
So unification and identification during this all too important. We also get Sierra Leone and the way based in Cameroon. How much they are aware of this? Because the issue of different jerseys don't they come up. We don't see even one of the player them Kai Sef get in your way the display, and I mean they make show people and also the
which is sad.
Really. How much I don't consider the issue of identification for the player, the technical team, and all of that go there around in one. In terms of waiting the way, when at the jersey.
We don't do our best. We don't launch the official jerseys, and just like I say, we don't get the right for stop somebody for wear what you want for wear. I have to repeat that because everybody gets your own right. You get your own freedom for wear what you choose for wear. It's sad that it's happening that way in this country. And just like I mentioned, Kai Kamara gets your own personal jersey where they promote. But, I mean, then your own self-jersey. That's not the Afcon jersey. If you like Kai Kamara so much, you can buy that. But if it's Leone Stars that you love, the Leone Stars where they go represent the country, if now you like, then you go for this one.
Well, they all have jersey.
So the one with Chief Minister may launch, meaning...
No, that's not. It's not.
It's not official.
It's not.
No official.
It's not got nothing to do with the African Cup of Nations. I mean, it could well be sit and just launch and maybe for them just get a set of people for whatever they want for wear. But that's not. I mean, unfortunately, it happened that way because we need to see that it happened in no country. You understand? I mean, we're not really happy that it happened that way. I mean, I have to be honest because go to Nigeria today. People did a queue look for waiting Super Eagles get for wearing an Afcon. So is Ghana, so is Algeria. So the same thing was expected back here.
So in the relationship
they don't launch
between
this nine Leone Stars get for wearing an Afcon, and then you go launch some other thing where not so in Leone Stars get for wear, and you just say nine the Afcon jersey. It's not really pleasant now, we as a nation.
First now, possibly go listen go say the ministry and una know the see one side make some of them think they happen.
We do. I have to say we actually do when it comes to. Putting together the team. But for let that kind of thing they happen, we self no. I mean, we're kind of dissatisfied with that.
So look at public education in all of this. This is not just an ordinary game, but it's something way huge for the country for over many years. How much will be done the educate or guide people? We want to take part for say. You want to take part, this not the step, this not waiting for able to identify. Now that all day closing date, very close to the game, all the issue they come up. How much you don't try for lay emphasis on public education, let people know waiting them for falla and things they're waiting for do.
I mean, we don't do a lot. Just like I say, this is supposed to be a concerted effort. You understand? Unfortunately, it's happening this way. I mean, imagine where you get. With the federation, they try to push the official jerseys, and then Ministry of Sports, they say, okay, we get we own jersey now, yeah? You understand? But, I mean, I have to say, to be fair with them, they're not saying that the Leone Stars jersey, that they never said that. Because followed...
But people are going for, it's okay for let them wear them, because it's all about the country and flag.
Cheap, because they put on some... That's why I said, I don't really want to go into it too deep, because it's not right.
But
I have to say that it's not right because this is Sierra Leone and Leone Stars is going to play not on behalf of SLFA, not on behalf of IBK, not on behalf of SAPTU, on behalf of the whole nation. So what they're going to put on, and we all as a nation suppose for DBN by way of support because this is what is happening all over the world. All the other 23 nations we qualified to the tournament. This is what they are doing.
So no look at the jersey and waiting they represent and show. It's all about the green, white, and blue flag.
Yes.
So you really think it's about we are in this one, or once you they represent, or once you they show say I'm a Sierra Leone, because all the jersey they get the stripe of the green, white, and blue.
So this is why I said you can choose to put on whatever you want to put on. You understand? And this is why I also said we don't get the right. You understand, for stop anybody for waiting one for wear. But if you're not a true fan, you go left for example, you want the way they support them, Manchester United, Arsenal. Manchester not going to play the jersey way where you go wear some other thing.
So
that means you're not supporting Manchester United.
For this official jersey?
Now 300,000 euros. Okay. And you can get them now the Football Federation. You can get them now WAFA the office within the Siaka Stevens Stadium. And all the regional headquarters of football in the country. So basically, the point what they try to make is that if really and truly now Leone Stars you they support, you understand? If really and truly now the country they support, Sapti, you're gonna go for waiting Leone Stars get for where at the end of the day. So, you know one for where waiting then you gonna watch Salon Algeria, then waiting the players and where not only you were, you just don't go feel satisfied.
So from what you don't say so far in terms of identification of people who for take part in this Africa Cup of Nations and Cameroon, coordination not today starting from home here. Yeah. Among the different institutions that we're responsible for put everything together and ensure say we take part fully in this game.
Sorry, say that again.
Coordination from which you don't see so far. Because the issue of identification.
No, we're well coordinated. We're well coordinated. Apart from this issue about people launching individual jerseys or whatever, you know, I don't know. People just look at it and say Sierra Leone don't qualify. It's an opportunity to make money. But then at the expense of us coming together, at the expense of unity, at the expense of being well coordinated, because all of them in there, psychologically they affect the players. Because if the players then turn back and see say every Sierra Leonean, they family behind them by way of putting on this official jersey where they self get for wear, it plays a role in terms of motivating them. You understand? It plays a role in terms of inspiring them, in terms of putting them in the right frame of mind for able to perform really according to how they're supposed to perform for take we country, you know, at the level we're supposed to be as far as this tournament is concerned. That's why I said it's unfortunate that it's happening that way. You understand? Obviously, you mentioned Kai Kamara, they sell you individual jersey way. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to promote the Leone Stars jersey. That's also unfortunate. You understand? But that again, at the same time, we not get the right for say not sell clothes. You understand the point why you try to make? Not your constitutional right, Danny. Not your freedom, Danny. I mean, a blue one for it. It's up to you. Me that where chief minister then launch now one for it. It's all up to you. But really and truly, if you're a true fan of Leone Stars, you're gonna put on waiting Leone Stars get for where. You understand? Against Algeria inside Douala, na Cameroon on that day.
Continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Ibrahim Kamara, head of media and marketing na SLFA.
Program Good Morning Salon. They continue and inside the program now, where they take few messages them on I don't send.
This one say 300,000 is too much. Mind you, this is a poor country.
Another message from a Facebook page. They say the issue of coordination is clear that it is not among all those who are supporting, whether they are private company, government institution. If we not get a right from here na Salon, we not go get a right in Cameroon. The one who are responsible for put everything in place, let them ensure say they do the homework well for the Leone Stars player them.
This other one say, Mr. Kamara, I want to know what is the total amount to pay so I can be part of the delegation team that will be travel to Cameroon.
Another message inside the program, and this one where they read from Patrick Musa Momodu, our Facebook page, they say, my darling Leonsa, go and bring us the Total Energy Nations Cup. Our blessings and blessings of our forefathers are behind you.
This other one say, thanks, Mr. Conte, for the initiative towards our country.
This other one say, this team, the team Leone Stars need forget really the presence of all Sierra Leonean. The game is for everybody, not just for the elite. Our ordinary Saloman, we get love for Leone Stars, go really take part inside Cameroon.
This one say, date for our first match and against which team?
This other message here, it say the issue of jersey should not be a problem as long as it has a green, white, and blue, which shows that you're a Sierra Leonean. It's all form of identification.
This one say, IBK. Okay, this message not too clear. Zap.
Another message here from Abdullah Mansarina on Facebook page. They say, complications from the start all shows chief ministers and the marketing media team of Adalin Leone Star. Dear, on a no mix up things so way.
Okay, this other one say if Leone Star reach quarterfinal, I go buy the jersey.
This other one, what I go take? They say, Ibrahim, what are you saying is rival is a complex issue? What has jersey got to do with Leone Stars playing good football on the pitch? Is it that the excuse you want to give Sierra Leoneans tomorrow if they did not do well?
This other one say, Mr. Conte, any plans to monitor participants after this program?
This other one, they say, when exactly the first batch of the Leone Stars team go left, we really want for know. The earlier, the better. Well, because of time, we're not going to read all the message then, but from the message you don't come so far, we'll come over to Ibrahim Kamara, Head of Media and Marketing, Salon Football Association. If there any concern, comment, and message away people in send, you can respond.
Yes, last question, where the person asked when the team they actually left. Well, they left on the 6th, and obviously Cameroon is not very far from here, about 3 to 4 hours flight from here, so they left and reached the same day. And the 6th, because now so the CAF don't set them for receiving on the 6th, because they begin for take care of the team on the 6th. If you go before that day, it will be a burden on the country, because now we'll get for take care of ourselves. So somebody also asked about the top package cost. You get different packages. You get the bronze package, winner 32.8 million. You get the gold package, winner 39.2 million. You get the bronze package, winner 36 million. And you get the premium package, winner 51 million. Now, them packages there, now make I say Sports Plus. Now they're really able for explain. It should be a whole program on its own.
Don't make the public really know say there is this process where people for take for really the part of this game.
Okay, so now this top package really, His Excellency the President's been launched. We'll be launching together with the official jerseys. Where, as a matter of fact, we First Lady be also put on the official jersey on that day. So yes, and Sports Plus also, like I said, now we own consultants them. They've also been doing a lot in terms of promoting all of these. And then different categories there where I just mentioned. As you can read, the prices are different now because within the inside the packages and also different in terms of the standard of the hotel within they go keep you. 5-star hotel, 3-star, 4-star, as the case may be. And then it covers the whole of the group stage. So you go and then you're able to watch, all the group stage matches as well. So it's full football, basically. Feeding, lodging, internal transportation inside Cameroon, ticket, business, for go watch the game or whatever. Obviously, flights to and fro, all of that there inside it.
All right. Now, Ibrahim, somebody asked, many plans for the for local media. If you want to go to any local media.
Okay, so that has been looked into, and then they get for they one in the. Whoever get for fall within that category, they get for then at the second batch we get for go. We get journalists because CAF been open a window for apply for accreditation. You get journalists that will be to apply for accreditation. Ideally, journalists are really supposed to take care of themselves for go. You understand? So government, in consultation with the Football Federation, we're trying to look into, trying to help, and see how we're able for bringing a few, journalists in. That is what we're looking into. So, yes. And somebody say, waiting jerseys get for do with. I think, let me just clarify. I think I mentioned I'm over and over again, say we need to stop pausing for wear waiting one wear. Right? It's up to you. I said that. Mm-hmm. You can wear what you want for wear. I'm just saying, if you really, a true fan of Leone Stars, you yourself, you will be happy. For let you wear waiting Kai Kamara, Zengele, then get for wear on that day. You don't want to be in something different. That it means you're not really. If you support 98.1, you get for wear waiting, they make you identify yourself as 98.1. If you're supporting Leone Stars, you're gonna have to be in something where they identify you with Leone Stars. That's my point. You understand? And also where I mentioned, say it affect the players psychologically. If we all, you understand, we did together as a nation and throw we support behind the team by way of being in the colors where the team get for well, it gives them the thought, it awakens the thoughts in their mind, say, them people are ready for support we. That means they're really serious about what we get for go do yanda. Like we really up with game. It has something to do with that. You understand? As opposed to Danny Weg, that's my point, basically. But you can put on whatever you want to put on.
So the support from OMI are very important for let people begin get the feel of the game we go take part, even if they're not good. But
so true.
I'm not only work with different coordinating team them. For let people see the hype, the love, the passion from home here starting before the players that they take off.
So first of all, let me start by thanking 98.1. This is why you guys brought me here this morning. This is now your own role for ensure say when I create the necessary hype, the necessary awareness around the team. Thank you so much to the management and staff of 98.1. And yes, we're working with a lot of media houses as well. I mean, I don't want to start calling names because I didn't sign 98.1 now. It has to be all about 98.1 as far as I'm in the studios here. And then also with a partner with Africell and with a partner with Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. As we speak now, Africell and then at the training ground now, at the Seka Stevens Stadium with them cameras. They get a whole camera crew there for capture images of the training, interview the players, and talk about how much they determine, how much they're ready. That kind of hype. Okay. So all of that is happening, and we're really pushing hard for make sure the awareness day. So yeah.
Plenty thank you, Ibrahim. We join you inside the program this morning.
Ibrahim Kamara, Head of Media and Marketing at the Salon Football Association. We can talk about the current preparation and team them where they don't put in place for Leone Stars go take part at the Africa Cup of Nations. We will be na Cameroon inside January this year. Once more, thank you, we be with guests inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much.
And I had this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, go left you. Alex Lawrence Koroma and Michael Sambola, and then produce this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon. Moses Kavora and Osman Kamara give support for me on Syria and also watch we live from any sound in the world. DJ Cliff give technical support when we gonna get we loud and clear out there. We will bring this edition of the program come to you this Monday morning. Me na Sapti Kalonde say Happy New Year and bye-bye.
And my name is Usman Kamara. Have a blessed day.